All right.
What's up, everybody?
Clyde
caught me with.
He's like, oh, we're going to go live, and this is a mouthful of food. So, welcome to breakfast, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Table talk here.
Hang on, I'm trying to find it on.
This is the first race in the season opener.
That's right, for the northern segment.
I love it.
So we're here at Wildcat Off-Road Park in Kentucky, and it is gorgeous out here today. We've got sunshine and some warmer temperatures, and we are just a few minutes away from kicking things off. We're going to be starting with our UTV bounty class, and following those guys, we'll go right into the bouncer racing. So we've got a full day of racing ahead, and I hope that this sunshine continues.
I hope so too. It is beautiful, and there's nothing better than sunshine and the smell of race fuel in the air.
That's right.
And we have both right now. So I'm digging it. And I'm even going to get to go outside and enjoy the sunshine a little bit this afternoon. Yeah, oh, I'm loving it. We're going to go and
I'm good. Good to see you.
probably get started here in just a few minutes. So you guys, thanks for joining us. And we're going to go in to... we're going to go... We had a few fans just stopped by the trailer and just kind of just said, hey, what's up, guys? So, yeah.
Did I derail your train of thought?
I have no train of thought. I was just rambling, and I thought that we'd like to thank our title sponsor, Nitro Gear and Axle.
Oh, yeah.
For this Northern Rock Racing Series. This is the third stop in the entire series, but I believe this is going to be the best weather we've had.
It is, for sure.
We can't stop talking about it.
We're definitely, yeah, you can tell that we're really enjoying it out here. It was a pleasant surprise. We were afraid it was going to be pretty wet and rainy out here today. So we have quite the lineup for our UTV bounty class. Looks like about 10 or 11 drivers we'll have.
Right.
And they're going to be running the same hills as the bouncers. So this bounty series is no joke.
And like we saw them riding yesterday, you know, it's some of these UTV bouncer rigs are just as capable of these full-size rigs.
It's crazy.
It's fast becoming very entertaining. It's always been entertaining, but now it's a whole nother level.
Just taking up another notch.
In the last year or two, we have seen the level just go beyond what we really ever thought that the UTV class was ever going to do. So,
hey Kyle, thanks for bringing that up. I got used to having Eric in here yesterday. Dave Z had a prior commitment. He had a really cool opportunity to go to a conference this weekend. So I have my very special guest commentator, Eric Hagen.
Thank you.
Fake Dave.
Fake Dave is what we've been calling
this
me.
Weekend. So we've been having a good time out here. And
I'm actually a fake Zach today too.
Oh, that's
yes,
right. Yeah, Zach's not here. So
be fake Zach. So
they're just getting you for everything they
that's
can.
That's it. Yeah, they're yes. Milking
Steve
me
Howell.
on that.
Can you see?
I can't see. My phone is not working, so I can't see the live feed. What does Steve say?
Steve.
Oh, he's watching? Great.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Zach's up there.
Oh, and Zach's watching. You're awake.
Well, Zach, we have seen it. If you don't believe that the UTVs are going to be faster, hey, just stay tuned.
We'll see what happens.
That's why we have this live feed, you know.
Oh, rain is coming. Don't say that.
It's
We're just going to enjoy everything we got while we can.
I'm not from Missouri, but I live by that creed. Show me. So show me that the bouncers are actually going to be faster than the UTVs. Prove me wrong. I've already been wrong a few times today, so I don't mind being wrong. Continue being wrong a few times.
It's not even 10 o'clock in the morning yet, Eric.
Well, the first time I was wrong was actually Zach, when I was like, "Oh, Zach will be here in an hour." No, he won't be.
Oh, Zach,
so
letting us down.
Yeah.
That's okay. Ryan Webb says he likes you better than Dave. Wow. What's up, Ryan?
I'm not nearly as pretty.
We wish you guys were out here. I know you're getting ready for the expo in Texas next weekend, I believe, if my information is correct. Zach says we'll find out. Yes, we will, Zach.
Yeah. Does he say he's going to be here? We have a beautiful animal here for you, Zach. It's a cat. In our perfect live feed, just
our background is a little.
It's almost just like it's just a build a construction.
A little lacking right now, we'll see what we can do about that.
That's
later.
right.
Kyle, thanks for watching, and we're glad that we can be out here and be bringing the show to everybody that can't be here in person. Speaking of bringing the show to you, show some love, guys. Hit the like button, share, get your friends watching. We want to support our drivers, as always, for coming out and racing their hearts out, putting on a show. This sport requires so much dedication and commitment, and we want to share it with everybody. So y'all, please spread the word.
We would surely appreciate it. I actually had my signs available. I don't know if I'm going to be able to break them out at this point, but we're going to try.
How many do you have in there?
I have quite a few, actually.
Okay, so for anyone who wasn't watching yesterday during the UTV race, we were reminiscing a little bit about the beginnings of the NRRS, and
the good old
what
days.
I remembered about Eric when I met him was the signs that he always made for the drivers. And I remembered the one for Shelby Tanner. Shelby coming around the mountain when she comes.
This one,
Roses are red, screaming is blue.
Obviously, everyone knows Screaming Blue. So
now, this is a legit vintage.
It is old.
2012, 13.
This one was about a 14 because during one of the races at Grey Rock, a lot of them got so wet and soaked that I had to basically reinvent them. But this is definitely one of the originals. It was definitely Bobby Tanner's.
So I talked Eric into bringing out some of his old signs, and I thought it might be fun if we do a little contest and a little giveaway. There it is.
Here's the Shelby Tanner. I doubt she'll even be on the live feed, but
I always thought that was so clever.
this one's great. And I know that Shelby St. Clair thinks it's for him now,
Well, hey.
so we might have to actually erase that S on when he comes around the mountain instead of she comes.
So if y'all think we should do a contest at some point today and be giving away if Eric will part with one or two of these signs or make you a custom sign, then yeah, we're toying with that idea. We like to do contests and get everyone involved, and it's always a good time. So
And this one,
there you go, Steve Howell.
this is probably Steve's favorite. It was one of the originals, and this might have been the original. So you looking for a microphone? It's right there. So we might do a contest later on.
Yeah, we have to decide how we're going to do that. So if you guys are interested, let us know. Drop a comment. We'll put something together. Yeah. All right, guys. We got Steven Rogers on the line. We're kicking things off. If you missed it earlier, we're starting with our UTV bounty class. Right after these guys go, it looks like we've got 10 or 11. The bouncers will follow right on their heels. So they are all running the same two hills today, UTV and bouncers.
Yes, sir.
This is the bounty class. We had our regular UTV series class run yesterday.
Good job.
All right.
2.3.10.
That was a 2.3.10 for Steven Rogers. He was kicking things off for us today. First one up the hill. In case you missed it, we're here in East Bernstadt, Kentucky today. We're at Wildcat Off-Road Park, having a great time. This park is super spectator friendly.
No stranger to
I don't know if we'll be able to get that, do a pan of the crowd on camera or not, but it's awesome to see everybody lined up out there watching. This is Travis Skelton.
with misfire, backfire.
At the top. 20.92. That was Travis Skelton, 427 Racing, and part of the Rock Life Off-Road team. Looks like we've got Paul Wolf on the line, I believe.
Got Paul Wolf. Wolf Racing. He is also no stranger to the podium. He yesterday came in second.
Paul finished second place yesterday overall for our regular UTV series class.
Gas it.
26.40 for Paul. Man, these UTVs are making short work of this hill.
26.40 for Paul Wolf.
We've got Wyatt Wilson lined up, ready to go.
On the line, ready to roll.
And Wyatt actually finished fourth overall yesterday. 25.93 for him today.
Play with it a little bit, but yeah, if you ever get a chance to
Y'all let us know where you're watching from. Be sure to hit that like and share button. What up, Dave Z? We miss you here. I don't know, Eric's getting pretty comfortable and is taking over for you and Zach this weekend. So y'all better hustle on back, and you might be out of a job next time if you're not careful.
Michael Flinner on the line. Michael Flinner.
We've got Michael Flinner on the line, a staple of our UTV Bounty series. In the hellacious buggy. Who doesn't like to say hellacious?
Like Mike.
25.45 for Michael Flinner.
25.
Representing part of that K&M Mafia.
We got Dan Carter on the line. Dan's a driver.
Good morning, Wyatt Brown. Tell Landon we say good luck for his first competition. That's so exciting.
And K&M's going putting on here.
Yes, sir.
I guess I talked a little too quick.
This is Dan Carter.
He found the line and he found the
There he goes.
All right. That's the top.
Yes, sir.
31.02. That was Dan Carter.
31.
Guys, if you're just joining us, we are right in the middle of our UTV bounty class. We're just kicking things off here today. They're starting off the day of racing for us, and they're going to be followed right away by the bouncers. Looks like we've got maybe 3 or 4 more of our UTV drivers.
That sure is a beautiful buggy.
Eric Galloway.
No.
So our UTV bounty drivers are racing on the same hills as the bouncers. So going to be all kinds of race action out on these hills today.
I think he just
He hung up.
might have broke something.
He hung. You see him all pulling? You're going to have to back up and gas it. That ledge is getting steeper with every pass.
There he goes. Come on.
We got it.
Oh, you can tell when their mom and dad pay the bill on them things. They just let them rip.
69.97 for Eric Galloway.
He's saying to go a little softer if they.
It's like this hill's getting a little bit chewed up already. It'll be interesting to see what the bouncers do to it.
Or we gonna get these big rock bouncers out here in just a minute.
And yes, for everyone that's been asking about the RC bouncers, that will follow all the rest of the racing today. So as soon as we're done with our UTV bounty and our regular bouncer class, then we will have some RC bouncing.
Looks like we got a pretty good lineup of them across through there. That's what we're doing.
These bouncer drivers are actually going to have to step their game up.
See, I believe we've got a couple more of our bounty drivers trying to get lined up out there. It's a good looking lineup of buggies. Alright, so that's it for our UTV bounties. I guess we had a couple drivers back out.
And now we're getting ready for the big bouncers to come up. Some of these times at the UTVs.
So Travis Skelton had the fastest time for our UTV bounty class on Hill 1. They will be racing Hill 2 following the bouncers on Hill 1 here. All right, we got Todd Puckett on the line.
Todd Puckett off the line.
I haven't seen Todd out here in quite a while. It's good to see him back out.
The UTV was running in the 20s here. Let's see if we can get these bouncers down.
That's a little different than the UTV. Nice.
Yeah.
Leave some hill for somebody else.
22.18. So if you're just joining us, that was Todd Puckett. We just wrapped up our UTV bounty class on Hill 1. Now it's we're moving on to the bouncers, and we just had Todd Puckett go for our bouncer class. We're on Hill 1. We'll be moving over to Hill 2 later. And then we will also be having some RC racing later today. So we got a full day of racing planned. We're all enjoying the sunshine for as long as we can out here. We're having a great time. We are at Wildcat Off-Road Park in East Bernstadt, Kentucky.
Hey, I'm already impressed with Todd's numbers, but I'm wanting to see some much lower numbers.
I'm going to go on the limb right there. I'm going to say 15.
So I mentioned that we're here at Wildcat in Kentucky. If you guys have never been out here before, this park has some awesome riding. They've got a great trail system, really nice setup with parking and really everything that you need. Like, there's a great shot of the crowd. You can see how spectator friendly our race hills are back here. So if you're anywhere in this, eastern Kentucky, London, Kentucky vicinity, and you're looking for some good trail riding, come on out and check out Wildcat. It's a beautiful park. We're really enjoying our time here.
I know the first 4 races I had fun on the lid 3 times, and that don't.
All right, now I think we should have. Oh no, that's not who I thought we'd have pulling up to the line. All right. Maybe my list is a little out of order here.
That's one thing you don't worry about if you're gonna run these babies. They keep them looking.
That looks like Danny Smith.
Yes, sir.
Yep. All right.
We got Danny Smith on the line, and I do believe Walmart is out of Armor All, folks. It is all on Danny Smith's tires.
That is an awfully shiny looking buggy.
On here a week or so ago, down in Windrock. Yeah, Danny Smith. Yeah.
So at Windrock, when Danny raced, so his buggy is called the Liberty Buggy. He got a time of 1776 last time at Windrock, and we all thought that was pretty cool. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then read an American history book and you'll figure it out.
Hi, Danny.
All right.
Yes, sir.
20.38.
20.38.
20.38. We are about to get into the teams, folks.
That looks like our second fastest time so far today, UTVs included. I don't have Dave Z and his laptop here today to help me keep all these times straight, so I'm going to do the best I can the old school way with some pen and paper. So y'all bear with me. I'll try and keep you updated on where everybody is standing as we go along best I can. That's right, Cam Crocker. Didn't we have an awesome crowd out there today? All right, Matt Holt, let's see what he does. Come on, Matt. Stay in it. Come on. There he goes. Look at that. Oh, found his right foot and a log at the top of this hill. 25.14. That was Matt Holt in the Hyperactive High Society buggy. Oh man. Anybody recognize this buggy pulling up to the line? If you're a Bobby Tanner fan, we have one of Eric Hagen's original signs that he made for Bobby Tanner. Roses are red, screaming is blue. If you want us to do a contest so that you can win that sign or one like it, then y'all drop a comment and let me know and I'll put something together.
Anytime with this guy.
And it will happen.
Jeremy, I don't know. Eric's out there somewhere, but I'm between the motors and the two microphones behind me. I'm just kind of keep track of what I'm saying.
All right, Bobby, show us what those new
Buggy sounds good.
Make it yours, Bobby.
23.34.
Well, they just made the Wildcat famous up on Bobby did, so they just tore the sign out. Yeah.
I don't know what that was, if you guys could hear that. We should have Adam Ringer pulling up to the line with old Showgirl. Showgirl's being slow girl right now. I don't know where he's at.
Hold your foot down.
Curtis, I don't think that Jake is here. If he is, he's in incognito. Somebody running out to give Bobby a fist bump. All right, right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for letting me know where you're watching from. I always love to see that and see how far the sport has grown and spread to our fans and spectators. And if you haven't done it yet, please like and share this. Spread the word. We always like to create new fans of rock bouncing.
We got Rage on the line here. He's kind of got a handicap. I know just a lot of him.
Hey, Brian Ford, we have had our UTV bounty class go so far this morning, and then looks like Randall will be our 5th bouncer driver to go today. So you haven't missed much yet. We're on Hill 1. We'll have Hill 2 coming up later today, and then followed by some RC. Danny Smith running across that like a mountain goat.
As we're about to see,
And Danny is hustling up the hill because he is going to help with recovery when Randall goes, which is a great opportunity to say a huge thanks to our awesome recovery crew and all of our volunteers and everyone that helps keep this race running smoothly, and also top-notch safety out on the hill. So we're at Wildcat Off-Road Park in Kentucky. About to watch Randall tear up hill number 1. Come on, Randall. For anyone that doesn't know Randall's story, he is incredibly inspiring. Randall is actually paralyzed from the waist down. He drives 100% with hand control, so that's steering, throttle, brake, rear steer. And he leaves it all out on the track every time. 2:08.51 was Randall's time. Randall has been involved in this sport since the very beginning. He's hardly even missed any races. I can't think of the number off the top of my head, but it's insane how many races he has made it to over the past 7 years or so.
Strap in and hang on.
Showstopper too. I believe it is.
It definitely looks like it.
He's got a facelift over winter.
These guys do a lot of.
I think it did double duty on that buggy a lot.
All right, this is Jay Storts on the line.
Jay Storts on the line.
That way, when you got more than one driver,
The first one driver, you better hold that brake because the other rider wants to
Nice.
There you go.
22.75. Nicely done. That was Jay Storts in the Showstopper 2.0 buggy.
We don't need to make an eye out of us because we said they were going to get into the new things. We got one runner on the line.
All right, Scott Goforth sitting on the line.
Go forth and prosper.
Go forth and prosper. That's what Eric says. Go Forth Tire is such a huge part of what we do out here, take good care of the series and our drivers. So huge thanks to them and Scott.
He's got me several cars, and you need anything like that, tires, wheels, whatever.
He's got them.
He's got them in stock. Biggest part of that.
Go Forth, get ready to go.
He's got that big motor in there this year.
Yes, he does.
You can hear him too.
Let's see how Road Runner does. TC has not run yet, Timmy Martin. Come on, Scott. I don't think that was the line he wanted. There he goes.
There you go. I I've seen that buggy on a few shows already.
35.38 for Scott.
That's not going to cut it.
No.
Not going to cut it.
Got a little out of line up there at the top. I see Taz sitting on the line.
Right now. Oh.
John Campbell.
Watch out, Danny. Don't be a bother. Yeah.
Yeah, just
In this-
one of the drivers up here messing with
He's
us.
fighting some running issues.
Thank you, Danny.
John Campbell.
He's got what?
He's fighting some issues with tuning or running trash.
Okay. So apparently John's been fighting with some issues with tuning or something. I don't know the details, but with Taz buggy here, so we'll see if he can, what kind of run he can pull out here on Hill 1. Looks like Danny's over there giving him some last minute pointers. What do you guys think that Danny's telling John right now?
He rides with us a lot. And Bill Davis,
Just so you know, I'm
and Mark Mathis, and Matt Eldridge, and Earl Eldridge.
Okay, copy, John Campbell.
We got John Campbell on the line here.
There you go.
Hey, I'm back.
Hi.
They completely pulled this buggy apart and put it back together in the last week.
We got Matt.
All right.
Next, it looks like we got Adam Ringer coming
The
in.
Taz.
Waiting to hear, waiting on a time for John. 25.29.
Oh, that is.
That was John Campbell in the Taz buggy. Looked like everything was running pretty well for him up there. There's Adam Ringer. Oh,
He's
showgirl.
getting set. He should have a pretty quick
One of the
time.
longest lasting buggies in the sport so far.
It is amazing to still see that thing running after all the abuse. But he's not only is he a good driver, he's a good mechanic. So he keeps it together.
You know, Showgirl used to have a giant 4x4 Nation sticker on the roof
Now,
panel.
what do you think
I'd like
happened
to know
to
what
it?
happened to that. I don't know.
What happened?
Copy, Adam Ringer on the line.
Clock's hot. Clock's hot.
Back in the seat. Get it, Showgirl.
Let's go, Adam. See what you got going on.
There you go.
You know, Showgirl's been around long enough.
Here it is, man.
We're seeing the bouncers have single-seater bouncers.
23 even. 2300.
2300.
I think you're gonna have some pretty quick times today. This course is definitely playing it out.
So far, we have not. Let me double check my times here. So far, we haven't broken 20 seconds.
We
Does
were.
anybody have a prediction on what the fastest time on Hill 1's going to be? Our fastest UTV bounty driver was Travis Skelton with a 20.92. And
Yeah.
so far on Hill 1 for the bouncers, it looks like Danny Smith has our fastest time with a 20.38.
These times should get quicker and quicker.
These guys were really kind of making a fool out of me because I was absolutely positive that we were going to have the mid-teens. So,
Hey, it's not over yet.
no, and I've been wrong already.
Brandon Davis is about to show us a thing or two.
Oh, Captain Consistency is. I mean, I can't even hear myself think
Man,
right
that
now.
thing sounds mean.
I can't even hear.
Oh, no.
Why is he out in the woods?
In the trees. Come on, Brandon.
Brandon, it's a terrible time to go coon hunting. You're supposed to be racing
just
today.
Put that banner and tree anywhere. No big deal.
He may have a steering issue.
Uh-oh.
Brandon has
looks
lost
like
his
he's
steering.
Definitely having some steering issues up
I
there.
think his,
Oh man.
He's out. We're gonna probably have to take a break. But
Does he have a time?
28.65.
2:08.65 for Brandon Davis out in the woods.
6.5.
He did actually cross the line.
Looked like he was trying to control a wild bronco up there for a little while.
Yeah, he said
8.65.
he actually was not happy with his time, so he decided, I'm just going to take out some banners on my way out, and
We're getting across that finish line one way or another.
it's like, don't forget to thank my sponsors, and I will take their banners with me. So that's what he's doing.
All right, guys, if you're just joining us, or if you missed us saying it earlier, we are at Wildcat Off-Road Park this weekend, and we are kicking things off for our first round of the Northern Rock Racing Series. This is our third race overall for the Cup Series so far this
Absolutely.
year, and we have had our UTV Bounty class go so far this morning on Hill 1, and we
Brandon.
are about a third of the way through our bouncer class for Hill 1, and then we'll have both UTV Bounties and Bounty class and bouncers again on Hill 2.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're also going to have some RC racing later, so we're just packing in as much as we can today, pretty much.
And the weather is cooperating with us, so it's going smooth.
Awesome. You can see we've got the open air view today, although really it's not that much of a view behind us right now.
Yeah,
The
but
hill's over there.
we have an animal in between us, the cat.
The cat.
It's hard to actually know how to actually move my hands because it's backwards of what you see. So,
Hey, looks like Tim Cameron is got a little ways to go yet there, Timmy Martin.
I'm sure you
Got a few drivers to go still before we're going to get to TC, so stay tuned.
The good news is he did still cross
Hey.
the finish line, so he is
Zach, do you like my shirt? And I will stand up because it's an awesome shirt, but you probably can't see it.
Those points can become very,
It's a little dark.
It's a little dark.
Yeah.
It's a little dark, but it's actually
That's
got
one of what, like 6
Yeah.
of those shirts in existence?
half a dozen in existence, but it is a collared shirt, so you could wear it to church if you needed to. And it's got Bobby Tanner, the Godfather of Bounce on the
Naturally.
front of it, and it doesn't have buttons, but it does have a zipper.
That's close enough.
Yeah, it's got the American
easier.
flag on the sleeve, and then it's got National Rock Racing Association on the other sleeve. It's a
That's bona fide.
yeah, it's more than bona fide. I wouldn't say it's gaudy, but it is.
This is the perfect place to wear it.
Yeah, this might be the only place to wear it. Actually,
You can probably get away with it at Walmart.
when I go to Walmart and I get a lot of looks, and it's normally from the lady in the natural colored spandex who's looking at me like I'm crazy. But no, it's I get a lot of looks when I'm at McDonald's in the drive-through even. But
Hey, Clint Cox, we are happy to be able to do this show. Thanks for tuning in. I don't know what that was. Some sort of loud noise. If you have never been able to make it to one of our races in person and you think you might want to, then y'all head to southernrockracingseries.com and you can look up our event calendar and see what's coming up for the rest of the year, and if one's going to be close enough to you, and hopefully you can come on out and make it in person. We love being able to do Hillside Live and bring all the action to everybody that can't be here. We totally know how it is with work and traveling and everything else. So, but there's still nothing quite like being here in person and feeling the horsepower rumbling and just smelling the race fuel. And the camera never does the hills justice. We say that all the time,
Never.
but it's true. So if you get a chance sometime this season, go check out the event calendar and come on out and see it all in person. And come by the trailer and say hi.
And you hit the nail on the head with me because I love the smell of race fuel. If there's nothing I love more than just the high horsepower, it's literally the smell of the race fuel. They spend a lot on that gas because I've seen the bill for it. And we truly just appreciate it when they run by us,
The
and it's like,
sacrifice.
it's very delicious.
That or a little scented additive, that pina colada additive is pretty nice too.
I haven't the bubble gum and the grape flavor I have.
No, I think
Pina
we had
colada?
pina colada in the Avenger for a
Nice.
while or something like
Wow.
that. And it smelled pretty good.
It's like I don't know whether to drive it or try to drink it. Either one.
Let's see what's going on here. I got to catch up on.
Yeah, there was
Nathan, yeah, I'm sure we are just silhouettes. We had a better, the camera's kind of struggling back and forth with the white balance here. It was better earlier, and I don't know what happened, so sorry.
I know that Bree has spent some time down at the beach, but I have not. I'm not this dark, so it is literally just the camera balance.
Well, it don't matter how much time I spend at the beach. Eric, I don't get tan either.
No. Well, it's probably just because we keep saying it, but we're extremely excited. I don't even have a sweatshirt on right now because of the weather, and if you look behind us, the sun is shining. I don't even know what that's like. I haven't seen the sun in like 6 months.
What is that bright light in the sky?
What is that?
What's up, Sydney Rockwell? Thanks for joining. Glad to see you. Hey, Nikki. They make race fuel candles.
Oh my gosh!
I'm not that surprised, actually.
I wouldn't be surprised either. And talking about a good date, that would be a great date. Light up some race fuel candles. Be like, look at this. We're going to go eat at the food truck and light up some race fuel candles. And it's funny that Jonathan Wright is actually watching, and he's out there on the hill. That's Black Dog.
Yeah, where is he?
Black Dog is one of probably the best photographers in the game. And not only is he in this game, he's in a bunch of other games. But we appreciate him in this.
Well, and he does
industry.
so much to support our drivers, too, and make sure that they've got, a good media presence and great marketing materials for just for themselves and their sponsors, and
yeah, absolutely,
being able to continue to elevate the sport. And so big thanks to Jonathan Wright with Black Dog Photography for everything that he does for the sport. We've been getting to hang out with him over the weekend, and really all of our media partners.
Yeah,
it's no joke to climb up there on the side of the hill and have mud and dirt slinging at you and everything else. So those guys are dedicated. And
if there's not like there's a chicken sandwich up here, I will go up that hill. But they're going to just go up there for no good reason to get up the hill. But I'll be like, you're going to go up that hill? No, that's
commitment.
It is
pure commitment,
and we truly appreciate what they do. All those guys, and we've got. What's funny is we talk about the good old days of the drivers, but it's now kind of that way in the media industry, where we've got some of the old school media industry guys and the new school media industry guys. So it's
there's a lot to keep up with, but it's cool to see how the sport has grown. It hasn't stayed, I don't want to say stagnant, but it hasn't stayed where it was with all the same people involved. We continue to get new drivers and new media, new fans, new everything. That's why I always like to ask and see where everybody's watching from.
Yeah. Where are you watching from?
Yeah, Eric missed all that earlier. He was pulling double duty outside. Since Zach Garner's not here this weekend.
Well, Zach Garner's here in kind of spirit because he's on the live feed. At least he has been.
I keep seeing his name pop up.
He keeps popping up. He keeps popping in and heckling us. But we can actually see the work that they're doing behind us up at the top of the hill at the finish line, and it's like a whole bunch of like worker ants up there. We were talking about how steep the hill is, and those guys look small up there.
They do.
And they all got their safety vest on, which are good, but they're handling it.
Cole Shirley says, "Got to be fully committed." And Cole, you know better than just about anybody out here what it takes.
Yeah, and Cole very much knows how to run up a hill. In fact, one of the hills actually has a rope that you have to climb. So not only are they walking up the hill,
or run away from a buggy, you got to have an exit strategy.
Absolutely.
If you're going to be up there.
Those guys put themselves in the way, and we truly appreciate it because we get great shots from them.
Hey, who was it? Curtis, maybe, asking if we're having a break here or what's happening. Yeah, we're doing a little bit of finish line reconstruction. Brandon made a little bit of his own line through the woods. We're thinking he was having some steering issues up at the top, and so we're getting things set back at the top at the finish line, and then we'll get going again. So far we've had
what's up, Bart and Tanner and Daniel?
So far we've had 10 of our bouncers go. The fastest time has been Danny Smith in the Liberty Buggy with a 20.38.
What's up, Mike?
So that's fastest so far on Hill 1.
I love it where you guys are saying where you guys are from. And here I am acting like Dave Z saying you guys. I should be saying y'all. I'm from Alabama. So put in where you're from, because I just saw someone just check in from Old England. That is cool.
We had someone from Israel watching yesterday.
serious?
I saw. We have a couple Australian fans. I haven't seen them check in yet today. Anthony Garcia, thanks. We had fun doing the RC commentary. Something a little different.
Yeah, and
Windrock.
we want to get Nick. So somebody yesterday wanted Nick RC Command to come in and talk to us, and
where'd
so
he go?
I stopped him. I've actually even told him twice now he needs to come in here and talk to us, because what we recognize is that there are almost hundreds of you, at least on the live feed, and now this little RC following is no longer little. It's
No.
huge. It is as exciting, and the amount of followers after the race to watch the RC races
Yeah.
is impressive. I know myself, I used to actually have a Wraith that was hopped up, and I started, I
definitely thought you just said race with a lisp.
no, right. I did. That's how you have to, the Wraith. I Wraith very fast. It's Wraith. And I decided to get rid of it because I was spending more on it than I was my actual rock crawler. So it was like, okay, I can't.
Those things really do add up.
They really
Looks
do.
like they're trying to get
And I can't
pre-cleared out.
afford to keep two rigs
Get the
running.
fence line set up and
So
get ready
I had to.
pull out of
It
the
was
way.
like, am I
One
going to
of them
get rid of my
at least
full
has to
size?
be one you can get in a drive.
And all you guys out there who are into the rock, the RC crawling, y'all know it's expensive. So
Hey, do you guys? We could maybe close this door if we're
I don't
gonna be
know.
a little while longer, because we keep going from like super dark to
whoa,
sort of dark.
is that my face?
That's your face,
Oh,
man.
it's not my space. It's my face.
If this weird lighting in here is killing y'all, we can try and shut the door.
We can definitely close it if you need
We'll
to.
make an executive decision because Clyde's not in here. So
Sam Carter will be on the line very shortly. We're having to put up some new tape and banners at the front.
Brandon Davis
at the
went
finish line.
trailblazing up at the top. He did cross the finish line though. He got a time of 28.65. Yeah, so if you guys are just joining us and haven't heard it yet, we're here at Wildcat Off-Road Park in East Bernstadt, Kentucky, the London, Kentucky area, and it's a beautiful park. I have not been fortunate enough to hit the trails yet, but I've heard that there's great riding here in this park. They've got a really good setup here. They've got a nice parking lot and really great spectator area. We did a crowd shot earlier. We'll try and do another one later so you guys can see what it's like out here. But
crowd's packed in.
They are, and it's just a perfect viewing area. This is great for a race day out here, and then on the other side of the park, they've got some really good riding.
Oh yeah, it's great
so
riding.
if you're anywhere in the area and you want to hit some trails, then be sure to come out and check out Wildcat. We're here today kicking things off for the northern segment. This is our first northern race for the Cup Series, our third race overall for the 2019 Cup Series, and we are partway through Hill 1 with our bouncer class, and then we'll be hitting Hill 2 with the UTV bounty class and bouncers following them, and then the RC cars following that. So we've got a full day of racing still ahead of us.
What's up, Brian Ford? Yeah, my name is actually, I'm not Eric Hagan today. I'm actually Fake Dave. So,
Hey, Dave. Hey, Nathan Holt. The side door is open. Yeah, it's still that dark in here.
Yeah. Zach, is that what you like to see?
We need a reflector or like a nice ring light.
A
up
nice
there.
ring light would work.
Like
yeah.
we were
yeah.
Instagram.
Hey guys,
models or something.
word on the street is, or word on the dirt is that we're getting close to a cleared course, so we're getting ready to
We're
start
getting there.
racing again. You're
Getting all
gonna
the little worker bees. Look at them all up there.
you're gonna see our face for a few more seconds though, and that's okay. I think my face is ugly, but Breeze is not, so you can see hers
I don't know,
better
we
than
can't
mine.
See it doesn't like I didn't even need to
Dark.
put any makeup on today. If I knew this was going to be our lighting situation, that was a waste of time. I could have slept longer.
Right. I would not have had to put my makeup
Clyde
on.
says him too. Hey, Camp, I'm going to have to try and do that. If the weather stays like this, I'm all for going out and exploring as much as I can today. This park is really great out here.
Roland Kirkus, I wanna know why you're on the live feed, and we're back live.
Look at that crowd.
Look at that crowd. I wanna know why you I'm getting really thirsty. So
All right, guys, if you haven't liked and shared yet, you know what to do. Show some love.
Dave Z's on our live feed. He's already said he's shared twice.
Set back up, and the media's getting ready, so we should be kicking off here again here in a second.
We've got I was pulling the duty outside, talking to the live
duty.
crowd.
What?
Yeah, it was yeah.
sounds-
A duty with a T. Duty with a T. And there's no 2 O's in that duty. And
Course is clear.
Matt Holt is actually now on the live feed, so I could come in here and talk to you guys in the Hillside Live.
Matt is covering
trailer.
for Zach. We had to bring in our extra backup crew this
Yeah.
week, and Dave Z. Some of y'all might not have caught this yet, but Dave Z is not here, and he had a cool opportunity to be at a conference elsewhere this weekend. And then Zach Garner is also not here, so we've had Eric pulling double duty out there and Matt Holt on the microphone, keeping the crowd entertained outside. So thank you guys for stepping up.
Oh, no
Glad you're
problem.
here, Eric.
It's like,
Here we go.
here's a
Got
mic.
Sam Carter on the line.
You know what to do with it, and I'm like, yeah, I'll just talk about it. So for those, there were a few people asking about Sam Carter on the line. He is back on the line.
There he is. We also had someone asking for a rundown. Danny Smith currently has the fastest time. Give me a second. I'm doing this the old-fashioned way here. I don't have Dave's laptop.
You know, we've been talking about Sam Carter now for a while. We don't even mention the fact that buggy, I don't even know if it's even called Plum Buck anymore, but I know that was the original Plum Buck built by Timmy Cameron, and it is sick. It started out as just the trail rig, but it has become an absolute monster race rig.
Oh,
And it's extremely loud. And look, you know, I often joke in these race rigs that have 2 seats that's like ain't nobody riding with him. Well, guess what? He's got a passenger in there with him today.
Good job.
That is-
We got a little more tuning to do, but
2604 for Sam Carter. And for those wondering who our top 3 are, we've got Danny in first for now, Todd Puckett following with a 22.18. And then it looks like Adam Ringer with a 23 flat.
What's up, Dust?
Oh, no. Jay Storks
Need to
with
be
a
out here racing.
22.75. Sorry, y'all. Bear with me. It's kind of hard to keep all this straight. Wow, that was loud.
No, Rosie. Will Stewart has not raced yet. He is he's coming up very soon. So stay tuned. Like and share this live feed so all of the Will Stewart fans can see him. We got Matt
Speaking
Schuessler.
of loud motors,
Oh, it's about to get cray
do
cray
we need to
out
cover
there.
our ears?
So, you guys out there in internet's land, please cover your ears because Matt is about to get crazy. I can't get enough of it. You know, honestly, thank you, Matt, for getting out the top.
Wow, I literally had to cover my ears there for a second.
Yeah.
22.60. That was Matt
22.
Schuessler.
22. Hey, and not to quit talking about Matt, but we have the cockroach buggy, and it looks like he's got them USD stickies, and let me tell you, he has got them things super cut. I realize he's from Texas, but I'm still going to call that a Tennessee cut. That's to me.
You're allowed to do that.
Am I allowed to do that?
Yeah, sure.
It's them USD stickies. They 46s, but he keeps them extremely clean.
So I'm sure I heard that turbo sing a little bit when he's on this hill.
If we were to ever have Armageddon, this might be the only buggy to last it because we all know that cockroaches
we always
can't
talk
die.
about how Showgirl and Blue have been around for so long, but this cockroach buggy, that might outlast all of them.
It's going to.
This is Aaron Miller in the cockroach
Aaron Miller,
right
yeah.
now.
And,
He's
you
a
know,
cool guy and one of our newer drivers to the series.
he may or may not admit that the cockroach was designed with a mullet, but I am pretty sure that that buggy has a mullet.
This buggy put on a show at Bridgeport, Texas, too.
And it looks like it might be putting on a show here in a minute.
Speaking of our camera guy
yes,
being brave up there.
and I would say thank the good Lord for rear steer, because he needed it right there. I do believe he's broken up front.
Something's not right.
Something is not pulling.
46.82. That was Aaron Miller.
46.82.
46 ain't going to cut the mustard.
We got the Gold Rush.
Cut the mustard. That's a new one. Gold Rush. All right, we've had some people asking about it. Here it is. Shane Christensen.
You know, this is, I do believe this is the first time on the line that it's actually been powder coated. And that new Fat Fresh gold powder coat on it.
Looking pretty good.
And we have already just heard him rev his motor. If you haven't heard
Thinking
this
I might need to
thing,
cover my ears again.
you're going to have to cover it, because
It
it's
just
about to get.
reverberates in this hollow that we're in, and then it comes into the production trailer and just bounces off the walls.
This Gold Rush buggy is about to get rowdy, and bout it.
And this buggy is definitely going to throw some dirt, so.
Yeah, DC, you was laying it down yesterday.
Until he wasn't.
Janet Bacon, the Bacon Boys will be running here very shortly. They're coming up, all of them. Just the whole buffet of bacon.
All the Tims are still coming. We have a lot of Tims and Timmies, and
Yeah,
they're all
lots of
still
Tims.
coming up in the list here. So
Will the real Tim please stand up? And they all stood up, so I guess
even
we
have
realized.
2 TCs.
Yeah.
It just gets confusing.
That's a whole lot of violence coming up that hill right now. Oh no. I do believe he probably just killed himself. He just killed his switch. Oh, he's live now again. It didn't take long for him to gas it. All right, hit the brakes, Tim. Hit the brakes.
Oh. Well, he had a real good run going.
He did have a really good run and going. He was screaming up that thing.
I think he's pausing for a photo op.
This is the dramatic effect moment here.
Oh,
He's
man.
pausing for.
He said, wait, let me take a selfie.
Dun dun dun. That is horrible to see.
He had a really good time going on this hill.
He is out to continue proving me wrong, because he was on pace to do in the mid-teens. And it's heartbreaking to see. He's a new driver.
Not sure what's
Looks like that
wrong,
might be Steve Stosberg up there.
We're staying
Checking
tuned to
on
see what we
things.
got going on here.
Everybody's slowly creeping out onto the track.
We might just end up having to get recovery on us, because
Zach says the motor came uncranked.
the beach ball popped is what Anthony Garcia says. Yeah, that is tough luck,
Looks like
Grant.
Keith, the tool man's up there. See if we can't get things figured out. RCV recovery crew up there. See if they can. They might pull up the hill.
How's it going, Angie Bacon?
Thank you, Craig. It's good to actually
Well-
be able to make sounds.
We're gonna try and figure out what's going on here, guys, and
So-
let you know.
And we're live. We're going to go and screen on screen. That's Shane Christensen, and he's in this new Gold Rush buggy. He's actually a new driver in the series this year, and
Had a really good time going on the hill
gosh.
until that last section up there.
they're all trying to make liars out of me, and I promise you, somebody's going to hit the mid-teens. And I know I just saw Miss Angie Bacon logging in, watching, and no one in the team Bacon has run yet, and I'm hoping that they can prove us.
All the Tims still.
All the Tims have yet to run,
Bubba
and
we've got quite a list still here.
you think we're going to get a Tim to run in the teens? A lot of T's going on, kind of like if you're going to go
Let's
with.
see, our fastest time on this hill so far today, including UTV Bounty guys, is still Danny Smith with a 20.38, and then right behind him is Travis Skelton in a UTV with a 20.92.
Yeah.
So,
I hate to see problems like what Shane's got going on because.
well, anybody that has ever built a new buggy and then taken it out to race. Luke, what did Luke say up here? New buggy blues?
New buggy
New
blues.
rig blues. Yep, pretty much. That's just got to work out the kinks.
Yeah, well, it might be the powder coating is what failed on him. And there goes our tent.
Oh, no. Ah!
That is not, and they're just going to watch it. That's cool. Just watch it. You know, don't grab it. Just pledge it. Yeah,
Everybody saw it.
everybody saw that.
We'll just get that out of the way.
It's a little windy.
Well, tent down. Tent down. Everybody come run. Look, there's Nick from RC Command. He's like, oh, I'll grab it. And then Johnny just gonna watch it. Like, okay, I'll wait till it comes back to
No
me.
wonder all these tents have broken legs. You got it, guys. Good job. There you go.
Oh, that's not Johnny. I threw Johnny
that leg doesn't
the
look
non-Johnny
quite right.
under the bus.
Remember the camera that you're watching.
Yeah, it's And for those of you just tuning in, I'm Eric Hagan in the I'm the dark silhouette, and that's Bree Molitor, the other dark
The
silhouette.
other dark silhouette.
And
It's like when they show like interviews, but they're anonymous.
Yeah,
You know, during
yeah.
the interview, so they. That's what I feel like right now.
none of us are driving that Caterpillar behind us. That's just a prop.
That is a speed bump for
Yeah.
anybody that comes down that hill too fast, I believe.
Scott
job, guys.
Scott Henson, yes, I'm with you on that. I believe that Bubba Bacon's going to hit 15. At least that's my mark. I am positive that someone's going to do 15, and I really want it. I'll get animated and I'll get excited.
Will you
And-
make them a sign?
I'll make them a
Whatever
sign.
driver, if a driver.
If
gets
I don't
in,
already have them a sign, I will make them a sign.
What do they need to get below? What number do they need to be below
15
for you to make them a sign?
15 or below.
They gotta be in
15's my
15?
number. Yeah.
Okay.
You cannot. You need a time that would not be eligible to drive a car on the road. So 16 ain't gonna cut it. You got to have 15.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. Somebody might be walking away with their very own custom driver sign today.
Oh, did y'all see Matthew Holt back there? Yeah, that's Matt.
We got Matt on the microphone, and he's racing, and apparently he started a tent recovery crew.
Tent recovery crew, and those guys did a great job with that tent recovery, but now it is so much lower than it used to be. So
Yeah. I wonder if we should just close the door at
Maybe.
this point. Clyde, do you want to just close the door?
hey Nick,
It's so dark.
you want to come in and say some stuff to us?
And now all we can see
Hey
is,
guys,
the tent.
everyone keeps talking about Nick in the live feed, and we're going to get Nick to actually come and talk to us real quick, especially while we got this downtime to get Shane off the hill. There he is. There's
Hey,
Nick.
Also, we've got some folks checking in from Italy and from Iceland. Thanks for joining us, guys.
So for all you guys that have tuned in and don't know, we got Nick from RC Command, and that's actually his name. I'm sure that's not your actual last name. So talk to us about what you just threw up on the table. What I do see is some Tennessee cut boggers on the back of it.
Yes, sir.
So talk to us.
So I built this chassis myself. This is probably the third chassis that I've built. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, Clyde, I'm going to close the door. We can't see.
I'll get it.
Okay, so built this chassis myself. It is based off from all RC parts that you can buy. The only thing that's really custom is the chassis.
Oh, that's it's bright now.
The chassis itself. And my butt just got shut in the door.
Oh,
No, I'm
come
good.
on in.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Sorry.
Some room.
All right, so yeah, pretty much all the electronics, all these parts that you see on here, you can buy from any RC dealer, really.
Right.
But you know, obviously that there's some parts that are more stout than others, and that's what we try to use. We also try to replicate what the big bouncers are doing, so that's why you see the cut boggers. That's why you see stickies. You know, it's a shaft-driven transfer case that is run by an electric motor, and
Yeah.
I mean, really, the only thing that's different is the electronics.
I see you have, you know, a lot of these when you buy them out of the box or the RTRs, the ready to rolls or ready to race, whatever you call them. A lot of those will have the plastic drive shafts, but I see that this one's got the metal drive shafts.
It does.
And I was saying earlier, I actually had a Wraith back in the day, call it old school RCing, and I kind of had to give it up because it was costing more than my actual rock bouncer or my, you know, my rock crawler. And I'm seeing that this one has all the cool bells and whistles like what I remember mine had, even the anti-rock sway bar.
Yep.
So mine did not have the cut boggers on it, but it did have the actual bead locks on it. And it was just like, these bead locks cost more or as just as intricate and as just as special as the rock bouncers have.
Yeah, for sure. Everything has come so far just in the short amount of time that I've been doing it. There is a race series that we started up in Texas that I helped start off. Ben is taking care of that down there in Texas now. There's another race series that started off in the Northwest. You know, they're pretty big here. And actually, I'm going to New Hampshire with Joe Pierce in May for the Mountain Mud Run, and we're going to do a race up there too. So, yeah, so it's getting it's blowing up. It's getting pretty big at this point, and you know, really what we need is the support of manufacturers. I don't know how many people that I've approached and said, you know, hey, we need bigger, stronger parts. We need stuff that works, and nobody's really willing to stick their neck out at this point because it is so new. But
Yeah.
with the help of Clyde stepping up and letting us run a few races in his series, I mean, that is putting us on the map. And I'm experiencing people hitting me up every race. It's growing at a very rapid pace, and it's going to be, you know, it's
Have
something
like an
that,
underground fan base that's now coming out of the
yes,
woodwork.
exactly. Right. And to me, honestly, it really speaks to a lot of the folks that are out there watching too, because this is a high-end race rig right here. This is ready to race,
Absolutely.
and there's probably a couple of grand in this.
And then, as one person was mentioned on the live feed, these actually have King shocks. It's got bypass King shocks, folks. These aren't just King shocks. They're literally bypass King shocks.
They're faux, yeah. They don't actually work.
Oh, God. They just for show, not for go.
That's
I got
what
you.
I'm talking about, though. That is what...
If you could get King on board to actually make legitimate shocks.
It doesn't even have to be King. It can just be anybody to create parts that are functional, because that's what I'm all about. Function over form. A lot of these people will, you know, they'll put more work into making their rig look like the bouncers that are out there.
Right.
But when it comes right down to it, you know, they don't function. We want the racers to come out here that pay the money to put these rigs together and race them. Come out here and race them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you were mentioning Clyde. Clyde isn't just a supporter. He is actually an RCer. What's the word you would call them? But
An RC enthusiast.
yeah, he actually probably has as many, if not more, than I have ever seen anyone have. I was over at his place last weekend, and it was slam packed. And Spider Off Road has a bunch of them, just all around everywhere.
Absolutely. So we know that there's a fan base out there. We know that people are out there, but it's going to take folks like Clyde. It's going to take those manufacturers to get on board and help us to really grow the sport. And you know, it's going to take the guys like Ben, those guys that are up in the Pacific Northwest. It's going to take those guys continuing to go out and put on races to bring it to a front.
Absolutely. It looks like we've got a racer on the line. Looks like we're getting ready to race again.
We had somebody asking about Agnes, and there she is.
Hey, and we're gonna
like
open
we're letting
up our
daylight
door again and get some air.
Hey, I
Nick,
had a couple people on here saying about Off-Road Vixens, so I just want to take a moment and shout out to Off-Road Vixens. They're here with a booth today, so ladies or fellas, if you have a lady in your life that likes some off-road cool swag and gear, go check out their booth. I'm one of their sponsored athletes, so I am fortunate enough to be able to represent their gear, and I enjoy all of their clothing and accessories. So y'all go check them out here if you're here in person, or offroadvixens.com. They got some really great stuff.
and you look good in it. I love to
thank
see the
you,
ladies
Larry.
in the off-road Vixens gear.
That's right. I've seen a lot of it out here.
Yes, there's a lot of people with it.
Well, looks like we're getting everything cleared up and ready to go.
I think we're ready to roll. Thanks, Nick.
Yes, guys. Thank you so much for having us and for commenting and keeping us entertained. I really appreciate it. I've been a big fan of this whole thing for years, and this has been the first year that
We thank you. You're not going to be able to. I don't know if you can hear me over Agnes, but.
Oh,
That is one girl that makes a lot of noise, Agnes. Agnes is very violent.
oh.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having us.
Hey, thank you, Nick. We truly appreciate you and love everything that you're doing. So, thank you for supporting the sport, and we support you as well.
Y'all, that was Aaron Selden racing the Agnes buggy for anybody that was asking.
Hey, Aaron.
Hey,
We got Scott Lehman on the line. He is ready to roll, and he has got some cut TSL SXs. Those are not boggers, but they're cut. So he's making me halfway happy. Halfway happy.
hey, what about Blake? Are they still in Yes, Zach, this is Scott Lehman. Getting ready to hit hill 1.
Clock is hot. Clock is hot. Here we go.
Mitchell Shell, we appreciate you for tuning in. Thank you very much for that comment. We're doing it for you guys out there. Come on, Scott.
There you go, out the top.
Good job, Scott.
29.26.
29.26.
29.26.
Wow, Aaron Selden just got a 29.25.
Let me tell you
He's
something.
another 2.5 ton axle guy.
Mike Welch.
Oh, there's Mike Welch. Old
Mike Welch is kind of the Chubb is it got to be one of my favorite buggies, and one of the reasons why is if you look at those back tires, they need no introduction. Those are Tennessee cut boggers.
You
I
are
love
all
those.
about them cut tires, aren't you, Eric?
Yep. I really wish that I wish those tires could say I do, because I would propose to them. I don't even know that they would actually appreciate me as much as I appreciate them.
I don't really know what to tell you about that.
I don't know either. I don't know that there's much to say about that, but Mike Welch is on the line, and last season was his first season, and he got Rookie of the Year.
He did.
Clock
That's
is hot. Here we go. Clock's hot.
for very good reason. And you know, the other thing is, he looks like he's got a passenger.
I was just gonna say, point that out for you.
It's like, I would like to hope that they're communicating in there, but I don't know that there's much to say other than just to hold on and gas it. Zach Garner, I don't know what you said. What did you say? Can you say that louder?
What was it, Clay? 28.66.
28.66.
Yeah.
28.66.
Not bad, not bad.
66 for Michael Welsh.
Nathan, Matt Holt's time was 25.14.
What was Ryan wants to know what Aaron's time was. For
Aaron Selden got a 29.25.
Hey guys, out there watching the live feed, there's a gentleman on the line that you guys know who it is, and I know that Zach has been waiting all day for this driver. So Zach, I know you've been asking a lot. Well, Timmy Cameron's on the line, so just basically.
There you go, for everyone that's been asking. Ray Merrill.
Hold on to your times.
#1 fan, there he is.
Steve Howell says I could.
I might have to make Timmy. Have you ever made
Get
Timmy
your
a sign?
cameras ready. Here it goes.
I have made Timmy a sign.
Crack is hot. Crack is hot.
I can't even
See if you'll
remember
be
what it
making another
said.
Hello.
He gone.
Man, that suspension is doing work.
That's a screaming time.
17.53, our new fastest time for
Oh
Hill
my
1.
gosh.
Not quite enough to earn him a sign
Wow.
from Eric,
I might
but enough
actually.
to put him in first currently for Hill 1.
Man, 1-7. Listen, I might make him a sign.
Gold Rush had one fast.
Gold Rush was going to beat that time. Absolutely.
Literally this morning, so get a turbo, though. You want to see if you can send that turbo up the hill.
Wow.
He got a little out of control in the mid-pack. So
There's a
Tim
lot.
Sorensen sitting on the line here. He's been working through a lot of different things with his new money shot buggy. I hope he's got it dialed in,
I sure hope so too.
ready to hit this hill.
He has an opportunity to put down a very good time. As fast as Timmy's time was, there is some time left on that hill.
Yeah, I think so.
It's out there under that hook dirt. That's where you would find that time. Just dig that hook upper up a little bit. You'll see spare time out there. I promise you there's a 15 out there somewhere. If you just dig a
Wow,
little
we
bit
haven't had
deeper.
a single bacon on this hill yet.
That might be what it takes.
Looks like they were fixing a banner up there from Timmy threw a little mud at.
Up there at the finish line, that banner.
We'll have a course clear.
We're doing a little work up at the top, so bear with us, please. Nathan Holt says yes. Yeah. Look out, Bubba. That was a good run by TC. Zach, we don't answer those type of questions.
What is Zach saying?
There you go.
No, we're back to
Thanks. Back.
witness
We're back.
protection people.
I was out here eating my bear claw.
Looks like our
And that's,
course is clear.
Zach asked what a money shot is. It's right there, Zach.
It's
Look
a
at
buggy.
your screen.
It's a brand new buggy. That's what a money shot
Open your
is.
eyes and look at the screen.
Oh man! Oh, it sounds so great.
All right, this is Tim Sorensen with Timmy Chuck Racing.
There's
Been working out the kinks with his new buggy.
There's a whole lot of TC going on around here.
There sure is.
We got Timmy Chug. That's actually turbocharged. So it's all these TCs running around here. That's actually a really good time.
The time is
24.22.
24.22, very respectable time.
Man, I swear he looks so much faster than that. I don't know who that is on the line. It's a red buggy. Is that Cozine? Got Josh Parrish watching, and Jason Burgess and Brendan Grapevine. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. We're about midway through the pack, and we've already seen some crazy times, but we are absolutely sure if they pull up some of the more of that dirt, especially on one of those little ledges, they might find a 15 under it. But right now, Timmy's holding at 17 and some change.
17:53 is Tim Cameron's time, and following him is Danny Smith still with a 20:38. I believe this is Kenneth Cozine.
Yep, Cozine.
Oh,
He hit a tree, a log, if you will. He's gonna try to find that sideline over there. He's out the top.
Here we go.
20.51. That looks like that's enough to put him into third currently.
Third
Hill
spot
1.
right now. All right, guys.
Following Danny and Timmy.
It's our first bacon. We got Timothy Bacon. Little Tim, but bigger than me, so I'm not going to call him Little Tim.
You'll see a couple of these bacon with big block engines today.
Angie, there's not
Big
a penalty
block.
for hitting the signs. Not on this hill. There are no penalties. There's no penalties on Hill 1, right?
Not yet.
There will be one small section on Hill 2 in order to make sure that everybody's following the correct route, but not here on Hill 1.
Timothy Bacon.
Here we go.
On the line. Let's go, Tim. Let's lay it down. All I hear is big block.
All motor.
Got a little airtime. I promise you he's looking good. Yes.
What?
18.92. Yes.
All right, Danny Smith
Got them
is getting
teams.
edged out here.
Good job, Tim. Yes.
Little Tim Bacon just put himself into
Hey.
second place currently on this hill.
All y'all know them Bacon's gonna throw down some good times. Oh, wait. I do believe there was a show about them in the 70s called Good Times. And that's all they're gonna throw down is good times.
Is this Sparky?
It is
Jason
Sparky.
Sparks?
Don't call him Jason Sparks. That is Sparky on the
Sparky.
line. And he is in the S-Class buggy. That is one smooth looking chassis.
Jason Sparks here. Ready to go. Clock's hot. Clock's hot.
Go Sparky. Folks out there in internet's land, that is a Poison Spider chassis. Mercedes inspired chassis. I haven't spoken with anybody about that buggy, but if you look at the top of the motor, it's like it's a spider up there. 27.56 on Sparky's time. Sparky's a character.
So that should put Ryan Boyd. No, that's not. Is that?
That is not
That
Ryan
looks
Boyd.
like, is that gonna be Blake? This is Blake Schultz. I'm a little out of order here.
Zach, that is definitely the S-Class chassis.
Blake Schultz and Scott Lehman doing double duty in the buggy today. Hey Kyle, so far for this hill, our fastest time is Tim Cameron with a 17:53, followed by Little Tim Bacon with a 18:92.
Yeah, Spider, I'm sorry. If I said Poison, I didn't mean it. I meant Spider Off-Road.
30.58, 30.58.
Or unless someone else said it in the feed there. It's
That was a 30.58
Spider
for
Off-Road.
Blake Schultz.
chassis, the S-Class. Mercedes inspired. Beautiful. Looks... They haven't talked in a minute.
Man, is your speaker still good? 'Cause I don't hear you.
This is Ryan Boyd. Ryan Boyd up on the line with the underrated buggy.
Oh,
Hey, I
Tim
wonder
Cameron
if Sydney's
chassis.
still watching.
If Sydney's still watching, her old buggy is on there, and I am hoping that Ryan has not removed some of those pink stickers, and those are still Sydney's on there.
I
But-
see some pink.
Hey, I see pink. There's a lot of pink on there, and he's a
Oh,
wild man.
Look at that line. He's trying something a little different.
He's already found himself on the podium, and he's trying to be on there today. I mean, we know that this rig can make the podium.
Come on, Ryan. Come on, come on.
That's a great time. Two zero and some change. We couldn't hear. 20.26 for Ryan Boyd and underrated. 20.26.
Hey, Sydney, we did have her watching. Glad to
Hey,
have you still
Sydney.
with us, Sydney. Wish you were out here racing with us.
Man, you want to take your speakers right quick? You're not walking over here, my old buddy.
We miss you, Sydney.
Hey, Chris, Sam Carter got a 26.04 on Hill 1.
It's like it's working, but really, really, really low.
John Campbell's already run. All right, Tim Bacon is on the line. Big Tim. Big Tim, big block, big bacon. Let's do this. Only thing we're hoping for small is the number of time in his run. Oh, it sounds so good.
Ooh!
Yeah!
Big Red.
Hey, send all those photographers running. 21.11.
Nice.
I like that. That's a low number.
Very respectable.
Very respectable.
Sydney, we would love to have you come on out and join us on the show.
OG Big Block, you got that right.
Anytime.
Everybody loves Bacon Grayson. Yeah, absolutely, Sydney. Yeah, we'll give you a mic.
Is this Larry Krogh? Yes, Larry Krogh. Sitting
We got
on the
Larry.
line. We've
Someone
had
was
some
asking
people
about Larry Krogh.
him.
Well, he is on the line.
I
He's
hope
getting
you're
ready to
still
race
watching.
right now. Go, Krogh. If I'm not mistaken, that buggy's got, not only does it got trailing arms, it's got leading arms.
Nice.
It's
This was a pretty good year, 1990.
1990.
That was a really good year.
Was that year you were, we're not going to mention any names.
Somebody in this trailer was born in 1990.
And it was not this old guy. Yeah, it was Clyde was
Clyde
born in
Beverly.
1990. No.
Oh, we got on top of the hill and looked like you might have bumped that tree or something. Are we still good at top?
the attractive host was born in 1990. Everyone else in this trailer is hideous, and we were not born in 1990. We got
Whatever.
Steven Rogers in the unloyal buggy. This is a new buggy this year too, and let me tell
Seeing
you,
all kinds of new buggies out here this season. So Steven also runs in our UTV class. He
the motor sounds like he's having.
both the regular
He is struggling.
UTV class and the bounty class, and also now the bouncer class.
What's up, Travis?
He finished with a time of 21.68. So Steven is just doing every kind of racing. You know what? Maybe he's going to jump in on the RC racing later too.
House
He
of
just gotta
Payne's
do everything
watching.
he
Cole
can this
Payne is
weekend.
in the house. We have Will Stewart on the line. Now, he has gone by many names. Gone postal and gone postal. It is a right-hand drive chassis. So he's gone postal. Y'all might remember him in one of the Batmobile buggies.
Old Batmobile. And Will was the this year's King of the Hammers shootout.
Oh my gosh. He laid down an amazing time out there at King of the Hammers.
This year on a high note for racing.
He really represented for us Southern drivers. And I know that during the off season, while everybody else was building their chassis, what a great time. It's going to have to be a great time.
Hopefully this is a good year.
20.57.
20.57
For
Clyde
Batmobile
says he hopes
Postal.
that'll be a good year too.
Wow. I know Cassie's here, but she's also watching on the live feed. So, Cassie, congratulations right there on the Batcave Customs. I don't even know what y'all call yourselves now. It's what team is
Yeah,
it?
Batcave
Batcave Customs team race team?
Oh, I don't know.
Gone postal race team?
I don't know. Cassie, let us know. Hey, we've had people asking about cash too and a bouncer. I really don't know, guys. I don't know the details on that, if or when it'll be done. So you'll have to ask somebody who does.
We know he's got one, and we know he's got it in the works, but he is yet to be able to race it. Is that the old Rooster buggy? Now that is one.
This is Craig Powell, another one of our
Craig Powell.
drivers.
It's been around a few years, and I'm telling you, it's a great. I don't even know if it's still supercharged. Great time.
24.77.
24.77. So, got
Hey, Barry Markham, we're at Wildcat Off-Road
What's up,
Park.
Cody
it's
Gregory?
in East Bernstadt, Kentucky, near London, Kentucky. Beautiful day out here. This park's got great trails and riding. I haven't been able to experience it firsthand yet, but I've heard all about it. It's got an awesome spectator and racing area out here. So if you're anywhere in the vicinity and you got a free afternoon, come on out and join us. Or if you want to go out and do some trail riding on your own sometime and are looking for a place to do that, be sure to come check out Wildcat.
Absolutely. We got Bubba Bacon on the line. It's a Bubba Bacon big block, as Zach would always like to say. So I'm going to repeat it for Zach. And this is the third bacon. You are not seeing things. This is the third leg of the bacon race TBR. Team Bacon Racing. Let me
you
get it
go.
right.
There you go.
That's it. Team Bacon
There's a
Racing.
lot of names to keep track of how between the drivers and the buggies and the race teams.
And Bubba, he loves the podium. And he might hit it today.
Come on, Bubba.
He's got that big block screaming. Oh, he's out the
Oh.
top. Whoa. What is it?
16.8.
1.6. Oh my gosh. Whoa.
Bubba just laid down the
I
fastest
really
time
wish
for
you
Hill
guys
1.
could hear the crowd right now because they are going crazy. I don't know if it's for the time or the fact they love bacon, but they're
Probably
going
both.
crazy.
Oh man, shaking things up.
My gosh.
Is that it? All right, so that wraps up Hill 1.
And Brian Ford, I saw that comment about William Stone. Yes, that was William Stone who won out at King of the Hammers. That.
So we're going to take a short break. Yes, Clyde?
We're going to take about a 30-40 minute break.
30, 40 minutes. That's it.
Around noon.
Okay, so
Right.
around noon Eastern time. So all y'all in Central time, keep track of that. We'll be coming back and we'll be starting off with Hill 2 in our UTV bounty class. We've got about 8 of those guys running, I believe, and then we'll pick right back up right on their heels with bouncers and wrapping up Hill 2. Following that, we'll have the RC racing. So lots of
Yes.
stuff still happening. So y'all tune back in, give us about half an hour, and we'll be back.
Go get yourself some snacks, and we'll be back.
I'm going to get snacks.
I'm going to get a snack.